Quick question. What do you picture when someone says the word alien? Something green, maybe. Big black eyes. A spaceship. Something out there. Far away. Not from here. Now let me ask you something else. What if the alien is you? Not metaphorically, not philosophically. What if the species that doesn't belong on this planet, who has never once felt fully at home here, is us? And what if the thing people keep reporting in the sky isn't coming to visit Earth? It's coming to check on us. Before I show you the science, I need you to look at yourself for a second. Not your personality, not your life choices, your actual body. Go outside right now. No sunscreen, 20 minutes under a clear sky. You know what happens. Your own star, the one this planet orbits, starts burning you. Every lizard on Earth sits in direct sunlight all day. Every elephant, every horse. Your sun doesn't hurt them. It hurts you. Now think about your back. 80% of all humans will suffer serious back pain in their lifetime. Not unhealthy people, not old people specifically. 4 out of every 5 humans walking this planet. No other animal has this problem. Not one. And your immune system, its one job, protect you. But 30% of the global human population has allergies. Your own defense system, attacking pollen, dust, food, things that are completely harmless. Skin that can't handle the sun. A spine that collapses under gravity. An immune system calibrated for somewhere else entirely. This isn't bad luck. This is a pattern. And one scientist decided to follow it. In 2013, Dr. Ellis Silver published something uncomfortable. Not a theory, not a guess. A compiled list of 17 ways human biology doesn't match Earth. The scientific community's response? Complete silence. No debate, no rebuttal, no formal response. Just quiet. And science doesn't go quiet on things it can easily dismiss. It goes quiet on things it can't comfortably answer. But Silver wasn't even the first. 40 years before him, Francis Crick said something that should have broken the internet. Except the internet didn't exist yet. You need to understand who Francis Crick is. This is the man who decoded DNA, who cracked the molecule carrying the instructions for all life on Earth. Nobel Prize winner, one of the most important scientists who ever lived. In 1973, this man looked at the entire story of life on Earth and published one conclusion. Life here didn't start here. It was deliberately seeded by an intelligent civilization from somewhere else in the galaxy. The man who decoded the blueprint of life didn't think the blueprint was written on this planet. And nobody talks about this, because the next question it raises is one institutions are not ready to answer. Think about every alien movie ever made. Independence Day, War of the Worlds, Arrival. Always the same story. Something comes from out there, lands here, threatens us. We are always the innocent natives. They are always the alien invaders. But what if we have the story completely backwards? What if we are the ones who arrived on a planet that wasn't ours? What if the creatures that were already here, the ones perfectly adapted to this environment, watched something land on their planet, and they were the ones terrified? We've spent 70 years obsessively scanning the sky for aliens, building radio telescopes, sending signals into deep space, analyzing every strange light, desperately searching for something out there. But what if the reason we're so obsessed with finding life elsewhere is because somewhere deep in our biology, we remember being from somewhere else? Every UFO sighting in history, we describe the occupants as aliens visiting our planet. But what if they're not visiting? What if they're the original inhabitants, coming back to check on the species they dropped here? And we're the ones who should be called aliens. We just forgot. In 1973, the same year Crick published his paper, a Harvard radio astronomer named John Ball proposed something called the zoo hypothesis. Real scientist, real institution, real proposal. His idea: advanced civilizations already know we're here. They're not hiding, they're watching, like we watch animals in a nature reserve. Close enough to observe, far enough not to interfere. And the reason we haven't been contacted is the same reason a lion in a national park hasn't been handed a smartphone. It's not time yet. Or we're not ready. Now combine that with everything we just covered. A species biologically incompatible with its planet. An intelligence explosion with no clear cause. An obsession with the sky going back to every ancient civilization in history. What if we're not just being watched? What if Earth itself is the enclosure, and we're the exhibit? Here's what makes all of this impossible to fully dismiss. We share 98% of our DNA with chimpanzees. That 2% difference created language, mathematics, philosophy, architecture, medicine, music. No 2% gap anywhere in nature has ever produced anything like this. Ever. And the speed. Dolphins, 50 million years on this planet, never built a single tool. Chimps, figured out sticks 4 million years ago. 0 upgrades since. Us, 200 years ago, no trains. 120 years ago, no airplanes. 75 years ago, never been to space. 35 years ago, no internet. Nothing in 4 billion years of life on Earth has moved like that. Scientists call it the Great Leap Forward. And when you ask what caused it, the honest answer is, we don't know. Something switched on. And whatever switched it on knew exactly what they were doing. One more thing. Every night, your brain takes you somewhere else. Dreams that feel more real than this room. Places you've never been. People you've never met. A sense sometimes of home that isn't here. No animal dreams the way humans do. And every human civilization in history, Egyptian, Mayan, Sumerian, Indian, Chinese, all of them, no contact with each other, all developed the exact same concept. Paradise, heaven, a perfect home that isn't Earth. Why does every single human culture, independently, believe their true home is somewhere else? Maybe it's just imagination. Or maybe it's memory. The next time someone reports a UFO, and everyone calls the thing in the sky the alien, ask yourself one question. Who's really the alien in that story? The thing in the sky that belongs to the universe? Or the creature on the ground that burns in its own sunlight, whose spine breaks under its own gravity, who dreams of a home that isn't here, and has spent its entire existence looking up.